Join Gilly Cobbler and her friends on another adventure to save Anchicia. Cursed by Jen Colanito is the latest book in the series Fairy Tale Reform School. Gilly has to stop a curse from being casted by Rumpelstiltskin and his Stiltskin squad. That includes the evil fairy Alva and Gilly's sister Anna. If he casts the curse, it would erase Enchanticia. It all begins when Gilly receives a letter from Haley, a mermaid, saying that she's afraid that people are starting to look for the magic lamp that Gilly had sent to her previously to hide and keep safe. Gilly knows that is one of the items Stiltskin needs for the curse, so Gilly and her friends set sail with Blackbeard to Shipwreck Cove to visit the mermaids. Before they get there, Stiltskin was able to put a spell on some of the mermaids and make a magic lamp with the genie Darlene inside. Gilly now has to figure out what other items he needs to cast his spell and when will he do it. While at Shipwreck Cove, she is told to find her grandmother, whom she has never met, and that she could hopefully help them to stop Stiltskin from casting his spell. Now, Gilly and her friends set out to find her grandmother. When Gilly finds her grandmother, she discovers why she's never met her. And her grandmother gives her important advice as how to beat Stiltskin from cursing Anchicia. A small smile plays on her lips. It's good to see Alva's curse will die with me. Her expression changes, but still, your father wouldn't want you here, and he certainly wouldn't want you to have a relationship with me. So that's why Grandma Pearl seems so unfriendly. Alva cursed her ability to love. What curse did you put on her? Grandma Pearl beams. I was clever. Like you, I suppose. I didn't choose something obvious. For all I know, Alva has never even realized my curse worked. I cursed her with short-sightedness. How, I wonder in awe. She's impulsive, doesn't think things through. With Rose, she didn't fully flesh out her curse. That's what gave the sleeping princess the ability to wake. When she fought you all at school, she morphed into a dragon without realizing her dragon weakness. With Rumpelstiltskin, she foolishly fell in love, knowing she could never really commit to anyone but herself. She's selfish, but he still became obsessed with her. That's his greatest weakness, she points at me. Remember what I'm telling you. It might help you in your final battle with Alva. I'm afraid there will be one. I haven't seen it clear as day. She looks at me curiously. Do you get premonitions yet? No, I haven't. I haven't shown any sort of fairy skills, to be honest. She purses her lips. Not true. You've opened a villain book. I've seen that too. You have? I stand up. But how? She waves her hand. No time to explain. The point is, you have fairy traits running through you. I can feel it. You just need to focus and listen to your inner voice if you want to survive that final battle. I stop her chair from rocking and look at her. You seem to know them better than anyone. Come back with me and help us stop them. No. Grandma removes my hand from her chair and starts to rock again. I already fought her once. I won't do it again. She looks at me. My fairy skills have grown weak with age. She looks at me. Yours will become stronger over time. You just need to concentrate. I've already got enough to think about, I complain. Alva and Stiltskin are creating a curse that will rewrite time. Embracing your fairy side's important. You hear me? Our bloodline's strong. It doesn't diminish with new generations. Your father has always suppressed his fairy abilities, which is why he never told you about our heritage. He was angry at me, and it seemed easier to forget. But for you, being a fairy is an asset. You're nimble. That's a fairy trait. You're a trickster, also a fairy trait. And clever, another fairy trait. You probably can't fly, but it's overrated, and talking to animals is something many full-fledged fairies can't even imagine. You can learn clairvoyance, illuminations, and possibly even invisibility, but it all takes time. She taps her chin. If you're gonna fight Alva and win, you must concentrate on strengthening your skills you already have inside you. But I only have a few days, I say, exasperated. There's a fire moon coming, and that's when the curse will be cast. I feel this excerpt is important because it explains to Gilly about her grandmother's past, and it also gives Gilly information that she may need to defeat Stiltskin and save Enchanticia. If you're wondering, Does Gilly use grandmother's advice against Stiltskin? Is Stiltskin ever able to acquire all the pieces he needs for the curse? Does Gilly save Enchantasia from the evil Stiltskin? Then start reading Curse by Jen Colonito to find out. I would even recommend reading the whole series, especially if you're looking for a good series to get wrapped up in and you're a fan of fairy tales. The Fairy Tale Reform School series is a suspenseful and mysterious, keeping you reading and making predictions to see if you can solve the problem before Gilly and her friends. I hope you'll enjoy reading these books as much as I did.